Hello and welcome to this random race here at the new Yas Marina circuit here in the UAE on GT7. Now this is the first time it's been on this on the GT7 game, and so all these guys it's all new to everybody here on circuit, including myself. Yeah, let's get on with this first race and let's take you through it. It's only 5 laps, so it's only like a really quick sprint race. Bit of fun really at the end of the day. So here we go. So we're just waiting for the lights grid start here. Once those lights go out and away we go. Focus in the lead. Chris Mack has now got himself up into second position. No, he hasn't, because Suggs is up in there in the Corvette trying to go around this first left-hander. Focus in the lead with Chris Mack behind in second place, and then Suggsy just pulls off to the right-hand side, the left-hand side. Not sure if there's an issue there. Maybe just getting used to this track, so that's allowed Seabass to go up into third place, around in that new Ferrari, new addition to the game, with Kay behind him in fourth place. All there, myself in fifth. I hate commentating on myself, but anyway, is what it is. Sixth place. Oh, look at these two, Chris and Seabass having a little wiggle moment. I mean, his name's wiggle on there as well. So to find it out, as we see Misty in sixth place trying to chase down Paul, and Chris Mack has just had a bit of a moment through this really tight left-right chicane up out the other side, and stays in third place, but Seabass has got himself into second, trying to chase down Focus in that Lexus. Focus looks like it's got a little bit of speed there up front to this sweeping left-hander now, third gear. Here, Misty go really wide. Paul up the inside, takes that fifth off of Misty. Back to sixth now. Still trying to fight back though. Try and go around the outside. There's a couple of running wide. Paul just a little bit slow through there, so Misty just had to back off, and Kay's there as well, finding out the Porsche. Paul goes up the inside of him, so up to fourth goes Paul behind them. Misty, Fred in seventh place. So the two Ferraris, sixth and seventh place now. Through, that was a little touch there, I think. Back at Kay from Misty. But that's allowed Fred now to get right up. He's almost pushing Misty along this start-finish straight now into turn one for the second time. Remember, just 5 laps round in, and we've got Suggsy down there in 8th place. Just backing off, he was early doors, just to get used to it. I don't know what's happened to Stone here, but he's Mr. Gear, has him, not sure in the Porsche, and Beefy at the back. He's had a moment, hasn't he? What happened there to Beefy? Let's have a quick look. We just take the bait of Stone actually, and I think that may be why Stone just slowed down. Great livery though there on Beefy there. Great Johnny Walker Porsche that. So gets it back going, but long way back now in 10th place, Beefy. Seabass is now taking the lead from Focus. We missed it as well. Let's go back and see where that took place. Maybe just before then, was it? Or was it along the start and finish? I think it was. Yeah, maybe that was it there, was it? So let's go back a little bit. Oh yeah, Focus just took it a little bit wide on the final corner. That allowed Seabass to go through up to first place. As Focus has another look up the inside at turn one. Ooh, back end decided to protest there, but held it well, did Focus onto the back of Seabass now, and these two here look like they're pulling away from the rest. Chris Mack in third, fourth, Kay in fifth, Misty sixth, Fred seventh, Suggsy eighth. Let's go back to this battle up front though. So where it's at the moment. Seabass in that, as I say, in that new Ferrari, but in that Lexus. Focus getting in the slipstream along this really long back straight now. Going to take the lead surely, and is on the inside coming up to this really tight chicane for the second time. Hard on the brakes. Easy to run it wide, but Focus has done that well. It takes that lead lovely through there. So these two now we're going to see a little bit of pushing and shoving up here maybe. Let's see what happens as Paul now grabs third as well. So he's trying to chase down the leaders, but they're having fun up top. You know, they are side by side through. But left-hander through this tricky section now. This is where it all starts to get a little bit tight and twisty. Focus still as we see the illuminations of the building, the main building there. Great vantage point for the spectators, but a show there, putting on for the viewers here as they come through. Focus, Seabass first and second, Paul in third, trying to chase him down in that battery-powered Lamborghini. Well, it's not actually battery-powered, but it looks like a battery, because it is Duracell, but guarantee you it's not battery-powered. Is Misty there in fourth place. Kay in fifth, Chris sixth now, just dropping back a little bit, Chris in the sixth place. That Ferrari in the old Ferrari, with Fred in seventh in the new Ferrari. So old against new. Fred decides to straight line it through there down to this tight hairpin corner at the far end of the circuit. Then along this back straight as we see the leaders battling out still, and Seabass and Focus, well, so close they're pass each other their phone numbers if they wanted to, just through the windows there. But Focus still holding it from Seabass. They're having fun out here now. What can Seabass do? I think he's trying to hold up Focus. Of course, with these two finding out up tops, just allowing Paul to slowly get onto the back of them, and Misty trying his hardest as well when the Ferrari in fourth, trying to get onto the back of him as well. Looks a bit of a handful, that 296, doesn't it? Looks like the back end wants to come away sideways. Chris in fifth, under pressure from Kay. In fact, Chris has got up to fifth place now, so got past Kay. Kay just dropping back a little bit. Fred's right on the back of him now. So it's closing up a bit, and then we've got Stone behind them. Actually a really good piece of track, this bit through here. Easy to run it wide, right on cue as they all go wide. Second to last corner, and then into this braking zone for the final corner. I don't know where Chris is going. He fancies a trip downtown. Gets it back on track. That's our leader's doing. Oh, and now Paul's right up behind him. So now we've got a three-way battle at the top. Seabass has taken the lead from Focus. Paul's having a look at Focus up around the outside here. So yeah, that fighting has allowed Paul to now get right on him. Will he do the switchback, Paul? I think that's what he's going to try, but they cuts it wise to that. Focus cuts that apex out, and now it's going to be three aside up this fast back straight. Look at this. Steep with a great view of these three ahead of him, but look at this, three abreast coming up now. Who's going to be bravest on the brakes going into this chicane? It's going to be Focus. Is he going to get it stopped? He does. I think Seabass just pulled out there. He didn't fancy that battle. It's allowed Paul up to second, so Paul now in the Duracell bunny, trying to chase down Focus. Can he get to the front here, Paul? It's now a four-way battle because Misty in that red 296 has also joined the party. He's up there trying to do what he can, but then that gap back then, quite a big gap back to Chris in fifth, Kane in sixth, Fred seventh, Stone in eighth, Suggsy ninth, and Beefy in 10th. But this battle at the front still rages on. Focus in the Lexus, the Lego Lexus is still leading the race as we come to the end of the penultimate lap onto the final lap of the fifth and final lap here in this random quick fire sprint race. All second. Is he going to have a go up here at turn one? Focus is going to Paul had a little sneaky look up the inside, but again Focus just closes the door. This is a lovely piece through here, almost flat through this section, through the S's. Stay there, look at this four now, so four battling for the lead. Paul goes a bit wide there, that's going to allow Seabass, is it, to get through. We couldn't quite do it as Paul again tried to Paul with a little back end swiggle there. just had to slow up Seabass. I've been calling him Wiggle there. He does say Wiggle, but we know him as Seabass. Just slowed him up a bit. He just had to be aware with Misty also behind, but focus out front. Doesn't look like he's giving an inch, does it? He's going to race hard to the end as they come through. A really tricky chicane section out the other side along this long back straight now. A black straight that's not straight, but you get the gist as we now come up to this lovely left-hander. It's not never ending. This one just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going and keeps going, and then you can apply the power at this point, and everyone's making use of the track limits here. It's Seabass, number 23, and that silver Ferrari, trying to get past Paul in second. As Paul runs it a bit wide now, but he's going to be on the inside now for this left-hander, double left-hander as they come through. That's just allowed Focus to just edge away a slight lead as he now comes through to the final corner, and it's going to be Focus for sure. I think it's going to get this victory here at the Yas Marina, and he does. Congratulations to Focus. Paul just grabs second ahead of Seabass. Misty comes in full. Chris did hold on and take fifth place, although again it looks like he fancies going to the shops again, but fifth place it is for MK. Under pressure from Fred, and as it's going to be on the line. No, Kay gets it ahead of Fred, ahead of Stone in 8th, Suggsy in 9th, and I think we lost Beefy in the end, so Suggsy comes in 9th place. Focus with that fastest lap at 1:55.0. Here's your random lobby 5 laps round the Yas Marina here in the UAE, and what a cracking little race that was. Thanks for watching, bye for now.